So after just having arrived in Tokyo the day before, on my first actual day out of the 12 I was going to be staying, I wanted to take it easy and ease my way into the city by visiting a few parks, but namely Kichijoji, a city I had first heard about in Persona 5. And for some reason, that ended up being my first main place to visit while in Tokyo. But I had a lot more fun than I had anticipated.
Rise and shine. I have it blocked. Dude, it was so warm. I woke up at multiple times. 7 o'clock? No, I woke up at 6. I was so tired, but I wish I took a photo because I saw the sunrise from that way. Looked magical. It looked amazing. I don't know if I can get that photo anymore because I don't know if I want to wake up during sunrise, but it looked spectacular, the sunrise. But yeah, then I woke up like 7, 8, and 9 multiple times because the sun, dude, it's 10 degrees Celsius today apparently, or less. But the sun shining into my hotel room is so fucking warm, it felt like summer. So, but yeah, today, I don't know what I'm gonna do because right now it's 12:30 p.m. I wanted extra sleep. I was gonna go to Imperial Palace, but I thought about it and I'm like, I registered online for like a different day for a tour because apparently without a tour, you can't see everything in the palace. You can only see a selected amount of things. You can't actually go inside it. So I booked for next week because that was the only available spot, 10 a.m. But so yeah, today I want to go to Shinjuku, go to Kichijoji, because it's along the way too. Kichijoji, see the Inokashira Park. I'll see what I do. If you're new here, I normally film with my action cam to show small snippets of the journey to the place, then record with my high quality mirrorless when I get to the place. So I'll see you there. It is so hot in this room, but I'm looking fly as fuck.
So thus begins my hectic time in Tokyo, which was hectic indeed. I'm not going to say what I thought about the city just yet, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but you'll find out soon enough. But hey, in case we haven't formally met yet, let me introduce myself. I'm just the voice that fills up the void between clips to make it less boring. Because I recorded a lot of my journey and I don't want to see the majority of the clips go to waste. But anyway, back to the video. Now while I barely use public transport in Japan with the exception of just recently in Sendai, I realized I had to adapt to it fast to avoid the outrageous prices of the taxis. Thankfully, Roppongi station was right outside of my hotel almost, making it super convenient to get to places. Problem was, I didn't have a transport card yet and I had no idea how to get one and what to get since when I was there, you couldn't buy the main transport cards of Tokyo, Suica and Passmo anymore because of a chip shortage I heard. So for this day, I had to make do with what I had. I don't even know if I was doing it right or not, but I ended up buying like a one-day pass or something for like $9 that I'm pretty sure could go anywhere within the Tokyo metro region. I could be wrong though, I don't remember. First time in a new city, there's always going to be a short adjustment period. Now I honestly had no idea what I was doing this day. I had no guide, and I was slightly burnt out. Even though I do get to some pretty fun and exciting times during some of my future days in Tokyo, this day was mainly just a kind of like a walking tour, getting used to the new city, and was semi-inspired by one of my favorite games of all time, Persona 5. First though, as you saw, I transferred once to get to Shinjuku station from Roppongi just to see what was up with the place, which looked really nice and scenic. Then I walked a bit and decided to explore a nearby park in the area, the Shinjuku Goen National Garden. I hope I pronounced that right. And I had to walk quite some time to find the entrance I remember.
Felt like I looped around the whole spot. Twice. 2 walls. But we finally made it.
I had to pay a $5 entrance fee I remember. Also, it gets crazy windy in Tokyo.
I don't know if you can hear me right now, but it's winding like hell. I knew it was going to be windy though. I'm seeing other people, yeah, before. But yeah, the only thing that's cold about Tokyo right now, even though despite it is 10 degrees Celsius, is that it's winding.
So this park is one of Tokyo's largest and most popular parks, especially in the spring, as I heard it's one of the best places to see cherry blossoms. The park originated during the Edo period, where it became a feudal lord's Tokyo residence. It was also almost completely destroyed in World War II, but then eventually rebuilt and reopened in 1949 as a public park.
You know what's weird? 11 degrees Celsius back at home, I would be breathing air like dragon air, you know, when you and then you can see kind of like, you know what I'm talking about. But here, 11 degrees Celsius, you don't see that. It's warmer here. The only thing that makes it cold is the wind. If there was no wind, it's actually warm. What the hell is this? It's like a vast nothingness.
There's also a beautiful greenhouse with many tropical and subtropical flowers in the park as well. Overall, this park was a great place to go for a walk and relax in, but I had to keep moving as I wanted to see more things.
Alright, so I just seen this hamburger restaurant. I'm not really hungry, I kind of am. It's $2.50. I don't know if it's wise for me to eat. But I've been craving hamburgers and Mexican food. My favorite. Honestly, in terms of what I think Vietnamese food and Korean food are my favorites. And then it goes like Western food and Mexican food and Aussie food. And then it goes Japanese food or something like that.
Don't get me wrong, I had some bomb-ass Japanese food in Japan, but being in Japan for, how long had it been? Like nearly 2 weeks at this point? All I had was Japanese food pretty much, so I wanted to switch it up a bit. But I didn't eat just yet. Instead, I headed back to Shinjuku station and purchased a ticket to Kichijoji, a place I had always been interested on visiting ever since I first saw it in Persona 5. Now, Shinjuku Station was a maze, by far one of the most confusing stations I had ever set foot in Japan, not only because of the amount of people, but because it was massive. We're not going to get into this video though. It was also confusing to understand which train lines to take, but as long as you used Google Maps, it actually makes it less confusing. Like, Google Maps actually works. I remember also being here a while, not sure which platform went the direction I wanted to go, but as long as you use Google Maps, it tells you everything you need to know, which made it super convenient and easy being a foreigner. And a short 12-minute ride or so later, we made it to Kichijoji, located just west of Tokyo City. We passed through that iconic walkway you see in Persona 5, full of different shops and stuff, although it looked more dead than usual. COVID probably shut down a lot of the shops there or something. And at the end of the walkway, you see some pretty cool shrines. Somewhere you could even enter. I
don't know what this place is. I don't even know if I'm allowed inside. It's a nice shrine. Nothing else other than that. But like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. The hype, it does feel like a dream coming here, right? But the hype has kind of died. I used to be super into Japanese culture back in the day, like anime, movies, Persona 5. Man, I swear, if I was still playing that game and then coming here.
The cool thing about Japan was that no matter where you go, you're just going to stumble across random shrines where you could just go pray and give offerings to, and view some of the ancient Japanese architecture, I guess.
Probably didn't get that, but when Japanese people, they go to one of these shrines, they clap a few times, they bow, I think they give some money out. I don't understand that, but then again, I'm not Japanese. I don't want to be disrespectful of the culture. I don't know if I am by videoing, but I'm just gonna leave it. But of course, one more time, bow. just because they all do it. See another place.
So far, Kichijoji was a really great experience, even though I didn't do too much. Just walking around was enough for me, just soaking all the atmosphere in. But eventually, after crossing to the other side of the station, I believe, we made our way to the Inokashira Park. And can I say, even though it didn't look like much, it felt surreal visiting some of the Persona 5 locations in real life. Not only in Sapporo and Sendai, but now here. Only those who have played the games will understand me.
As I'm traveling down, walking down here, the nice view of the lake. Through my vlogs, you're gonna see a lot of what I like, you know, and it's pretty evident. I like walking tours and nature and just seeing the sights, you know, scenic spots like towers and stuff. Less shopping and less food. Even though I love food, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to lose weight. I've got a bit of a belly. And like I said, Japanese food isn't my favorite. I'm actually thinking about eating Vietnamese tonight.
I also heard there was a Studio Ghibli museum too in the area, but I honestly wasn't very interested in that kind of stuff, so I just had a browse of some of the other things in the park and the stuff to do, and then decided to head off because I was hungry.
Right, I just stumbled across a huge monument. People live here too. Imagine living here, like right next to that thing. It's closed, but yeah. What the fuck is this? Penis fucking statues? Alright, so I think that's it. That's it for this day. Oh, actually, I might go back to Shinjuku, check out Kichijoji or whatever that's called. But yeah, that's it for today. Very, very short day. Didn't need to be, but I have got a long journey ahead, so I wanted to take it easy. But yeah.
When we were heading back to find a place to eat, I saw some cool looking crepe making places which I heard were very good in Tokyo. Might come back to those. But first, I was dying for some Vietnamese food, which were of huge abundance in Kichijoji, I learnt. And we went to one of the highest rated ones in the area, right on the main strip, called Banh Mi Baba. They use one of those classic Japanese ticket machines, but I had no idea how to use that. Luckily for me, the shop owner saw I was a tourist and was very friendly. She decided to help me out. She gave me some warm tea while I had a spicy pork banh mi, which was delicious, and some spicy pho, which was also very delicious. And I believe it was my only meal of the day, which is why I had so much.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Oishii desu.
Afterwards, we decided to check out the park again at night.
That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Store owner, very, very nice. Like, she would always say like these words, like the Japanese, they always say something like, I don't know, welcome, or they always shout a real word, like it starts with S, right? Whenever, I don't know, people enter, or I don't know, nobody was even entering. I don't know what she was saying. But anyway, like, she was so incredibly nice. I forgot something, my hand sanitizer. She ran to me to give it to me. But that pho and that banh mi costed me just over 17 Australian dollars, that is. And I'm not using my high quality camera because I just can't be bothered getting out. Hopefully you can see me right. But yeah, we're back in the park at night time. I think I'm just gonna leave. That was, I'd rate that like a 4.5 out of 5, not even kidding. And it was great because the store owner was Vietnamese. You could hear her speak Vietnamese, or whatever, and also Japanese, so.
There wasn't too much to see in the park other than these cool lit up lights on the bridge, so I headed back to a crepe store. I was feeling desserts. And again, after playing Persona 5, I learnt one of the best desserts in Tokyo were crepes. Anyway, they were everywhere in Kichijoji, so I wanted one. And it was the first time I had to use a translator too.
なたの一番人気のものを教えてください。
ストロベリー、はい。
チョコレートクリーム。
はいはいはい。OK、大丈夫。ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
Have to try this. Banana chocolate strawberry. Man, when you're in Tokyo, you have to try Coke. I don't know why. Feels like something you have to do. That is so unbelievably good. Especially after I just had so much spicy food. So good.
Then we had a walk through Kichijoji streets at night.
It was nice. Kichijoji nightlife. Very nice. I'm just gonna walk down here for a while and head back. I want to see Shibuya, Shinjuku nightlife as well. That'll be tomorrow and Sunday. In between, I'm going outside of the city.
And the reason why was because we were situated to the west of the city, where it was going to be easier for the most popular day trips. But more on that in the next few videos. Along the way back, I saw something I didn't expect to see in Kichijoji, a massive multi-level Uniqlo store.
Look at the Uniqlo. Look how big it is. Like my god. But you find the weirdest stuff when just walking around, eh? Really what the hell?
So that was my short time in Kichijoji. Probably the least interesting day from my stay in Tokyo, I would say, but I was sort of just still easing my way into the city, like I said. And I didn't really have a guide or like someone to just tell me the good things to do, so I was doing everything free flow. We then made our way back to Shinjuku and then Roppongi, where we kind of explored the back streets a little bit.
I know this place. Bro, this is where ice was. It's funny. There's a club this way.
I then also decided to walk down the street and nearly got close to the Tokyo Tower even.
It's such a vibe. Walking down the streets. Anywhere really, but mostly also Tokyo. Listening to fucking music. Such a vibe. Walking to Tokyo Tower right now. But I'm gonna head back. Because I just realized coughing like crazy, still coughing. I think it was because of Wendy's last night, dude. Oh. Before last night, like on my way to Tokyo, I was completely fine. I thought I was getting better finally, but then man. We can come back tomorrow. It's all good. And we're back to my humble abode. Let me turn off all the lights. You can still hear me, which is the good thing. And pull up the magical curtain. Ah, what a beautiful sight. The Tokyo Tower. Alright. Not sure how clearly you see that, but you saw that yesterday, so. My cough's getting worse. I don't know why. Yeah, that was a really fun day. Mostly spent out there in Kichijoji. We did wake up at 12 though. And we got out of the door at like 1 p.m. But, tomorrow, plan is see a bit of Shibuya, see a bit of Shinjuku. See the Shinjuku nightlife. See how bad it is. And then see the Tokyo Tower at night. And I say see a bit of Shibuya, but I want to mainly see Shinjuku. And because Sunday I've booked, and the only place that really sells out fast, especially the sunset ones, and there's allocated times, is Shibuya Sky. And we were only able to get that booked 4 p.m. It was the only time slot that was good. on Sunday. So in 5 days, or basically my last day here in Roppongi before I move to Asakusa, which will be pretty neat. And I'll do Akihabara, Imperial Palace, and Asakusa around that time next week. But yeah, look, I wish I could record everything I see with my eyes. Like, I can with my action camera. Problem is, I record in 4K, and shit's not a joke, the amount of gigabytes it takes to record. Like, you need a lot of fucking space. I already filled my 1TB MacBook, okay, for the last 7 days, or 10 days, which is fucking crazy. I have another 2TB hard drive, but just letting you know, I wish I could, because the amount of stuff I've seen today is fucking wild. Like in Kichijoji, just literally like walking around, I was soaking everything in. It was great. Just literally just walking around, seeing the shops, them selling the fish thing. I don't know, I'll pop an image here. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, like just all processing it, soaking it all up in. It was a great sight. But yeah, like I said, can't record everything I see. I saw Anytime Fitness here. I also saw I saw a white guy speaking fluent Japanese selling kebabs. Like, what the frick? Dude, the amount of stuff you see just by walking is fucking so weird. But yeah, I had a great dinner, the pho, and the banh mi was delicious. Might not be the best I've ever had, not gonna lie. Probably not, but definitely not the best I've had, but delicious. Still top. 4.5 out of 5 at the best though. And those crepes are really nice. I'm excited to try Shibuya crepes. But yeah, that's about it for today. Last thing I want to say, while I was walking through Roppongi, I was hoping to catch my friends, since I might be meeting him. I planned my trip around his trip, where he dogged me for the boys, which he ditched me for his friends, which I hope he regrets, because I went to this is my 5th city, and he only goes to here, Osaka, not even Kyoto. So, hey, joke's on him, bitch. You want to go with your friends? Anyways, but yeah, I saw some, just then while I was walking, I saw some Nigerian gangsters, bro. Oh man, those Nigerian gangsters, they're just there to lure you for sex, basically. And then just, yeah, they don't really, I've never once felt dangerous walking in Japan, especially just walking down a dark alleyway where I saw this really cool predator statue. I saw a really hot girl walking too, like, you know, some really hot girls just standing on the side of the road trying to lure you for karaoke or stuff of that nature. But other than that, I mean, as long as you don't do silly shit with them, they're not gonna really do anything to you, right? They just look sketchy, but I haven't at all felt dangerous at all in Japan or Korea. But yeah, that's it. I'm done talking. See you guys tomorrow. I'm feeling good right now. I low-key want a beer. I just had a vitamin drink. I low-key want a beer, bro. My friend just messaged me about being in Japan. Might meet up with him. It is 11 p.m. though. Please tell me I have enough. 260. Scuffed setup. I've got my phone, but look at how much 100. This isn't all the 10 yen I have. I have another bag full of 10 yen. That probably equates to like $5. I don't know. I can't even find that. But like, okay. This view though, yo, catch me outside with this view. Bro, I don't want to jinx myself, but these views are fucking insane. So happy. Remember Pongi for making my 7 days of Tokyo enjoyable. The other side is decent too, but you can't beat this, bro. Like every hour, this bitch, right, like flashes. I saw it glow like rainbow purple lights at one stage last night. Today it's not doing that. I think it's earlier in the night, but it's so good. But yeah, so good. This drink is so amazing. But I wanted to try the Sapporo beer too. It's so convenient having a vending machine just outside that fucking stocks all this shit for like $2, $1, you know what I mean?